What up, y'all? It's your boy DoitJack, and I'm back in the mix. I'm back in action, and this is What's Your Hustle? Well, hustle is a way of life. My hustle, I'm talking how you survive through life every day. This is your boy's first video of 2020, the first video of the new decade, and I'm coming just to give a couple of tips from my point of view, of course, always from your boy Jack point of view. Just 5 things that you need to do in order to have a more successful year, and in order to have a more successful decade, in order for this year to really blow 2019 out the water. See, it's a new year, so we got to be on new things. We got to leave the old things in the past, things that don't serve our purpose, things that don't help us to achieve our dreams or to get closer to, being successful. So I just got a couple of tips. I ain't gonna sit here and rap too long, but number one, let's get right into it. The first thing, in my opinion, that I think you need to do this year is get your passport. Now, y'all know that I'm a huge avid supporter of traveling. Y'all hear me all the time in the videos, yo, get your passport, travel this, travel that. Your boy DoitJack is about to go to Puerto Rico in a couple of weeks, and I'm going to record everything. And you know that I'm going to be doing something real player. So y'all make sure that y'all be on the lookout for that. But you need to get your passport because you need to travel. You need to see the world, because you will see that America is not necessarily the world. You see what I'm saying? While you're living here in the States, you think it's the end all be all. We're super materialistic. Yes, we got great technology. Yes, we got all of these type of trinkets that you can do. But the quality of life, from my opinion, from my perspective, what I've experienced, the quality of life just seems to be a lot higher in a lot of different countries. Now, I haven't been to a lot of different countries yet, but this year, I'm telling you right now, I'm going on at least, and this is minimum, at least 4 trips to different countries. On my bucket list right now, of course, is Puerto Rico. I want to go to Panama. I want to go to Colombia. I want to go to Italy or something. I don't know. We'll see, where the ball drops. But get your passport to broaden your perspective on things. And again, you always hear me say about traveling is you instantly become a more interesting person. You have more to talk about because you have more experiences. You got what I'm saying? Puerto Rico has the world's longest zip line, and guess what? Your boy DoitJack gonna try it out. You feel me? Now, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing something different. Like, you got to learn how to go on vacation, and you don't need a whole lot of money to do it. I bought a plane ticket to go to Puerto Rico for $118. Now, if you ain't got $118, then you need to rethink your strategy, which leads me to number 2. In order to take these trips, in order to do the things that you really want to do, you need to have your finances in order, of course. And part of having your finances in order is having an income and having a hustle and all that. We know that. That's a given. That's not part of the tips. What is part of the tips is how to track your expenses. You need to come up with a way to track your expenses in order for you to know where your money is going. Because see, a lot of times we get our checks, and a lot of us don't use cash all the time. You know what I'm saying? We are in the age of credit cards and debit cards, so we do a lot of swiping. And studies show that when you spend money by using a credit card or a debit card, you tend to spend more money because they say that you don't feel the pain of having to hand over $100 bill or having to break a 50, spend it and only have $10 left. Like, they say that there's a little bit more associated feeling with spending in cash as opposed to spending with a piece of plastic, which is why, the government and the powers that be understand this. So they really push you to have credit cards and debit cards. For example, you can't even pay for an Uber with cash. You have to have some type of card. The same thing goes with like an Airbnb. If you notice, the internet age is really pushing us away from cash and more towards credit cards and debit cards. Now, good, bad, right or wrong, I'm not here to say. But what I am saying is, typically when you swiping, because I know I do the same thing. When I go to Walmart and I'm grocery shopping, I just throw it in the cart. I don't even look at the prices anymore. I don't even try to go for the cheapest price anymore because I'm just gonna swipe it and I'll just worry about it later, which is a habit that I have to improve myself. But one way that you can kind of lessen the amount that you spend is to actually pay in cash. It makes it much easier. For example, when you get your paycheck, and a lot of us get direct deposit or however it is that you get paid, you can go to the bank and withdraw maybe $150 for the week, and you leave your card at home. You don't use that card at all, only that $150. That way you can guarantee to fit everything that you need to buy or that you need to purchase inside of that 150, if that makes sense. I'm hoping I'm breaking this down good enough for y'all to piece it together. But you need to figure out where your money is going, and you need to keep a very conscious, very a good eye on how you're spending your money. You feel me? And all you got to do is go back to a couple of those videos. I think I did 2 of them where I kind of show how I manually track my expenses by hand. It's very tedious. Yes, it is very tedious, but I think it's something that's very necessary. There's apps that you can use. I haven't used any yet, so I can't vouch for these, but people have told me about them. Apps like one called Mint, M-I-N-T, where I think you can link your bank account to it and you can categorize your expenditures. I have to look into that because that sounds very, very, very useful. Number 3, something that you need to leave in 2019. Old, toxic, busted down, raggedy relationships and old homies who ain't really your homies. That's number 3. Matter of fact, that might need to be number 1. I don't know. These aren't in no particular order because I believe that they're all important. But you need to leave your old homies, the ones who ain't really fucking with you, the ones who really didn't have your back, the ones who don't really make an effort, you know what I'm saying, to support those people who distance themselves from you, those old females that you was in a relationship with that you've been trying to get back with, but they ain't really giving you the time, or you know what I'm saying, whatever it is that you might have going on, leave that shit in 2019. We in 2020, baby. We in a whole new decade. You know what that means? A whole new set of experiences, a whole new set of relationships, and we going into this decade strong. You feel me? We going in this thing with some muscle. You feel me? So make sure that you're leaving all of the stuff that doesn't serve your purpose behind you. Look, we live in, and you heard me say this in my last video, America is very individualistic, okay? And it's the culture here. So everybody is out for their own self-interest, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But make sure that you also are out for your own interest, and don't try to support or don't try to take on other people's problems at the expense of your own financial situation, at the expense of your own emotional stability, at the expense of your own mental health, whatever the case may be. We hustlers, we like to help people. We want to get money so that we can help people. What's the first thing you hear when somebody get a whole bunch of money? Man, I want to buy my mama a house. I want to put the homies on. I want to bring the homies from the hood. By nature, hustlers, you know what I'm saying? Those who out here grinding, by nature, we want to help people. But those old relationships that no longer serve our purpose, which actually hinders us, we got to leave that in 2019. We got to leave that in 2019, man. Now, what's my next point? We need to be in the best shape that we possibly can get in. I mean, why not? Why not? You hear me say this all again. I'm not saying anything that's new, but you know, sometimes you need refreshers. You need to hear something like, okay, I know that, but damn, for whatever reason, when I heard it today, it just hit me a little different. I'm hoping that this message might hit you a little different. You need to get to the gym and try to get the best body that you can get. Now, y'all know that the food here is not very good, right? You know what I'm saying? We got fast food on every corner because we always on the go. We always trying to go get some money. We always trying to figure out how can we make more money, and we always in pursuit of doing that. We going here, we going there, we going there. And on the way to doing that, you know, shit, it's a Taco Bell right there. You know your boys' Achilles heel is that damn 4 for 4. That damn 4 for 4 for Wendy's be getting me every time, but I ain't had a 4 for 4 in probably, I don't know, 3 months or whatever. I ain't had no fast food this whole year so far. So far. My goal is not to have any fast food until the month of March. Like, I'm really going to try to push that out. I know it's hard because we always on the move. We always trying to get in the mix, always trying to get into some money. clocking in to work, headed to clock in, or clocking out of work. Whatever the case is. Try to get in that gym though. Get in that gym, get you some ab game, get you a little bit of chest game, you know what I'm saying? Get you some biceps on you. Let them shoulders pop up a little bit. Your shoulders are very important. Shoulders, they help with your outline. You know, like how, no homo. Okay, we just keeping it real. I'm just talking real. You see somebody from afar. Let's say you in the gym and you can't really see their face, but you can see their shape. One of the first things that you notice, whether consciously or subconsciously, is the outline of the person's figure. So if they got a nice back, right? You're looking at how their shoulders are built. Work on your shoulders, work on your chest, work on your back, work on your abs, work on everything. Now, one of my goals is to stop skipping leg day so damn much. You know, y'all see me in person. I'm heavy up top and I got these little chicken legs that I'm running around on. Your boy DoitJack has to change that. All right. My goal, instead of skipping leg day 200 times a year, I might only skip it maybe 75 times, maybe 80 times. All right. Anyway, man, y'all get in the gym, man. Y'all get that body right. Make sure that you're doing some push-ups or whatever. Even if you can't get to the gym, hell, you can do 150 push-ups a day. And you ain't even got to do it all at once. You know what I'm saying? You can do 50 push-ups here. And when you wake up, 50 push-ups before you go to sleep. And, you know, little things like that will make a difference. It's not going to make a huge difference. I would recommend doing maybe 100 push-ups, a whole bunch of sit-ups or something like that, and some jogging or whatever to cut the fat down so that you can show your abs. Right now, that's my goal, is to get my six-pack back, because I can get a six-pack, but I always lose it, you know what I'm saying, because it's an inconsistent thing with me and them goddamn 4-for-4s, all right? So, something that you really want to pay attention to. The next thing you want to pay attention to, or the next tip, what is this, number 4 or number 5? I'm not sure which one it is, but I'm just going to keep on going. The next thing you want to do is stop being distracted by things that you cannot control. All right. So we don't need to be worrying about what's going on in social media. We can't be worried about Donald Trump, the next goddamn country, who he going to blow up. You can't worry about that. You know why? Because you really don't have any bearing on on where the next missile drops or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I got a couple of homies like, hey, bro, I gotta get me another gat, or I gotta load up. I gotta go to the gun range and practice because Donald Trump, he done dropped a missile in Iran or some shit like that. I'm just like, bro, you can't do nothing about that, dog. You know what I'm saying? You gotta live your life the way you live your life and live it to the fullest, man. You need to have fun. Don't spend your time on things or energy on things that you can't control. You know what I'm saying? You can't control whether or not somebody hits you back. You can't control whether or not somebody's going to buy your product or whatever it is, right? All you can do is put the energy out there for something like that. For example, I know I'm kind of switching, but stay with me. Follow me, because I'm going to take you somewhere with this, all right? When you're doing business with somebody, you got a product, you want people, me for example, I'm going to use myself when I have my event. Okay, I'll rent out the movie theater. I send people invitations. I send people, you know what I'm saying, emails. I send people direct messages. I tell people in person, but I can't control whether or not they actually come. All I can do is put that energy out there. But the thing is if you put that energy out there enough, what you spend your time doing, you're more likely to get better at. You feel me? So if you're spending your time playing video games, some of y'all right now, y'all put in at least 12 hours on a video game, you know what I'm saying, from sun up to sundown. My little nephew, and I'm gonna start taking responsibility, because homeboy, he'll be on, I don't know what little games he be playing. I don't know about video games like that, but he be playing for like 16 hours. He'll wake up about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning, and he'll go all the way to about 3 or 4 in the morning, just going, you know what I'm saying? He come to stay with me, and you know what I mean? It's like, dang, bro, like, oh, we got to get up out the house. We got to go do something. You feel me? So leave the video game a little bit, just a little bit. I know it's hard. Leave it alone a little bit. All right, what's the next tip? Okay. What is this, like number 6? All right. Number 6 is try to limit your vices as much as possible. Your vices as in, you know, things that your guilty pleasures, as they call it. You know what I'm saying? Whether that's smoking, whether that's drinking, whether that's, you know what I'm saying, eating out, whether that's taking chicks out on a date or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying, whether it's pornography, whatever. Limit those vices little by little, okay? Because, well, I mean, if you want to get rid of them. Now, so everybody don't want to get rid of them. So this particular tip is for those of us who want to limit our vices, right? We need to work on that. Work on that a little, you know what I'm saying? Work on a plan. And of course, look, your boy DoitJack don't have all the answers. We know that, okay? We know that I'm not a freaking a goddamn scientist, right? I mean, I spit science, don't get me wrong. I spit good gospel, so let's not get that confused. But shit, I ain't got no PhD, but who gives a damn if I do have a PhD or not? I'm just the vessel through which the good gospel passes through. That's it. Don't shoot the messenger, man. You can agree or you can disagree. And you should never agree with everything that I say anyway, because I want you to think for yourself. And I want you to form your own opinions. I'm just presenting, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm doing. I'm just presenting a certain idea or a certain way of thinking. And you could take it or leave it. You always hear me say, take what you can use from my videos, and the rest, you can just throw it away or leave it to the side. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't really matter, man. Of course, you know what I'm saying? This is a new year. Happy New Year to the whole hood, man. And there's always going to be some tips that I leave out. I'll always listen back to my videos and I'll be like, damn, I should have said this. I should have said that. But there's not enough time in the world for me to continue, you know what I'm saying, or to put everything into one video. So there might be a part 2. I don't know yet. We'll see. If I come up with something that I know is necessary, then I will make another video. But for y'all, for the homies, man, y'all know we a community. Y'all need to put in the comments something that you want to change for your 2019. Or, excuse me, your 2020. Something that you want to leave in 2019 that you no longer want to do anymore. Put that in the comments, man. And y'all know, help your next homie out, man. Each one, teach one. You know what I'm saying? We all on the same team, in my opinion. You feel me? We all hustlers. We all trying to get this money, and we all trying to stay out of trouble. I mean, that's pretty much the essence of this channel. That's why we watch these videos. That's why we watch videos similar to this. You know what I'm saying? It's real simple, man. It's your boy DoitJack, man. Y'all make sure that y'all subscribe. You can find me on Instagram at What's Your Hustle 1. Your boy's been super inactive. You know what I'm saying? Your boy's been spending a lot of time doing other things. Like as of right now, I'm studying Spanish. Why? Oh, before I go, I got to get his last tip. I got to get an extra tip. Pick up a new skill in 2020. Before I go, I got to say that. Pick up a new skill in 2020. Learn something new that could help you. Learn something new that could possibly give you some money, or learn something new that you are genuinely interested in. I'm interested in Spanish because I'm finna take these trips. I'm finna go to a lot of different places, okay? So I wanna be able to communicate. You get what I'm saying? So just something real quick, man. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this, man. Make sure that you subscribe. Again, follow your boy on the IG. And until next time, man, y'all take it easy, man. Happy New Year. I hope that everybody is out here really living it up, and everybody is going to have a prosperous, not just new year, but a prosperous new decade. Y'all know who it is, man. It's your boy DoitJack. Get at me.